Now we're gonna add the fractions that have different denominators. What is the sum of half and third? Half and third have different denominators. So we find the least common multiple that can be a multiple of the denominators 2 and 3. We write the multiplication table of the biggest denominator and find the least multiple that can be a multiple of the other denominator. 3 times 1 is 3 and 3 isn't a multiple of 2. So we try another multiple. 3 times 2 is 6 and 6 is a multiple of 2. So the least common multiple of 3 and 2 is 6. We write 6 as the denominators. In the fraction half, 2 to reach to 6, we multiply it with 3. So we multiply the numerator and the denominator with the same number 3. 3 times 1 is 3 and 3 times 2 is 6. So half becomes 3 sixths. In the fraction third, 3 to reach to 6, we multiply it with 2. So we multiply the numerator and the denominator with the same number 2. 1 times 2 is 2 and 2 times 3 is 6. So third becomes 2 sixths. So the question becomes adding fractions that have same denominator. So we write the common denominator 6. And we add the numerators. 3 plus 2 is 5. So half plus third is 5 sixths. The second type of example is easy example. Find the sum of 2 fourths and 7 eighths. 2 fourths and 7 eighths have different denominators, so we find the least common multiple that can be a multiple of the denominators 4 and 8. The greatest denominator 8 can be divisible of the least denominator 4. So 8 is the least common multiple and we write 8 at the denominators. In the fraction 2 fourths, 4 to reach to 8 we multiply it with 2. So we multiply the numerator and the denominator with the same number 2. 2 times 2 is 4 and 2 times 4 is 8. So 2 fourths becomes 4 eighths. In the fraction 7 eighths, the denominator 8 isn't changed, so we don't change the numerator and we write 7 at the numerator. The fractions have the same denominators 8, so we write 8 at the denominators. Then we add the numerators because there is a plus between the fractions. 4 plus 7 is 11. The numerator 11 is greater than the denominator 8, so we should convert the improper fraction to mixed number. We keep the denominator 8 and divide 11 divided on 8, the nearest quotient is 1. Because 8 times 1 is 8. So we write 1 as a whole number. If we take 8 from 11, the remainder becomes 3, so we write 3 at the numerator. So 11 eighths becomes 1 and 3 eighths. Therefore, the simplest sum of 2 fourths and 7 eighths is 1 and 3 eighths.